Hi everybody, this is Miss Anders. I just wanted to show you the old sites. You guys are on the newest version, but this is how it used to look is my site. So I am also in the process of trying to copy everything I have made on my tabs. Notice my tabs go across. You will be able to do that too once you start really exploring your site. All of your classes should be up here or on the side. But it's basically in the old sites it looked like this. I could edit up here and it gives me a toolbar, which it's not giving me right now. There we go. I'm on Wi-Fi issues, and you can do everything. I can change the font color. Basically, if you hover over it long enough, it'll tell you what it is. So that's your first step in any of this, is to just slowly go through and figure out what everything does on the screen. You guys are much better at that than we old folks are anyway. And then you can, of course, do this, makes it so it indents on the right. A lot of things you want to put in the center, like titles, align those in the center. Same with photographs. If you're scrolling down, it's nice to see everything centered. Let me give you an example of just my home page and things that I've done there. This is how, if you're looking at how I have these text boxes where I've put different pieces of information in. These are text boxes. I inserted a video here. This is the exact same thing you're going to start to do. But as you work, you're going to have many tabs open. Everything that you insert, like for example, on my page, I'm stuck now, come on. On my page where I have links, anything that I have linked here, for example, is coming from either an outside source, but mostly it's all things that I have in my drive. This tab here that I'm on now is my drive. And you also, in your drive, I think of drive as a file cabinet. So make sure you have your file cabinet organized. You have a folder for every picture, for every class. And you title it, look at the capital letters, make sure it looks nice. It should all be really well organized. And then there's little arrows you can click and it drops down the folders that are in those. But to start off, it's really, for you, it's just going to look like this with nothing there. And you're just going to have to go to New, and you can create all kinds of different documents. You can create a piece of paper there. You can do a spreadsheet for numbers. You are doing a presentation here for a slideshow. Then if you go to more, you've got sites. You've got your site already. You can make pictures and diagrams. Anything you make on here, if for all your classes, English, Spanish, biology, you're going to have a lot of different projects that you do. You want to take pictures of any projects you do, any sports. Picture yourself in a uniform and get a picture of it in the next 4 years, doing something. Dance, get your dance pictures in, and then you'll put them in your folder that would say dance for you. So the tabs that you made on your website should also be the same tabs that you have down here, because that's where you're storing your information. The only thing that's really going to go on your site is the best stuff, the things that are really good quality that you're proud of. Here's the samples of other kids is what I wanted to show you. I have 3 here, I think. Is this 1, 1, 2, 4? I have 4 different samples of websites to show you, and you guys will make them all pretty at the end. Don't worry about that for now. But what is really important when you look at all of these websites is the grammar. Every sentence is capitalized. Everything is spelled correctly. The idea of these portfolios is that by the time you get to your senior year and you're looking for internships, you want volunteer work, you're trying to get a job, you will give them your link. When you're a senior, you can actually transfer the link. Everything Google will be transferred out to another account that you have. You have to transfer the accounts. But still, you have this awesome website that you can just send to an employer in an email, say, hey, check this out. I would like to get a job with you. And they will go through all your classes and look at them. So this is a more simple version. He's got a very short paragraph here. This is for English. Let's start with the home pages though, sorry. So the home page is what I expect you to work on first, and that's where you will create, freshman year is her home page. She changed that. And this one, home page, is there. And she's noticed she's put a slide presentation in there too. My Wi-Fi is not liking me right now because I'm spinning 3 different sites at once. But let's go back to this one. This is just a very simple little paragraph. He's got an, this is called a hyperlink right here. Hyperlinks have a hidden URL. You can't see, this is the messy URL up here. You can't see all that. He's copied the, he took it, just copied the, he was on another tab for LCAP, copied the URL for that, went in here, and then when he's in edit mode, it's super easy. Maybe I'll just show you how to do that right now on my site when I can edit. I edit. It's really slow now. Let me check my Wi-Fi, go to a different one. So if I click edit, now's when I am, it's because I just switched all 3 pages at once. Okay, well, anyway, we'll come back to that. So your file cabinet is all set up, and then your Google Sites is all set up. You will always have a couple tabs open constantly. Your Drive, your site, and the directions for probably My Classroom. And My Classroom right now looks like this because I'm in the middle of giving you the video that I'm going to link in here. So everything on Google is super, super user-friendly. It's easy to understand how to use them all. Plus, this little button up here on the right of all of them are, no matter what, I'm on a spreadsheet now, I can share anything. I can decide who I share everything with. Once it's on the site though, then anybody can access it. So you just want to be really, really careful what you put on here because it is automatically shared as soon as you give somebody your URL link, your address. So if I were to go on the LCAP website and copy, by the way, you can double click in here, copy it, and copy is Command C, and paste is Command V. So I copy it with Command C. Then what I would do, let's see if my website is ready to now refresh. Now that it's the only thing working, it should be fine. So now I go down, and if I want to type in, like here, obviously this is the front of my website, but if instead I'm going up and I'm going to type click here for the El Capitan, make sure you write everything out, right? Don't write El Cap, write El Capitan High School website. If I click that, and I just double click it, double click, triple click, and then I go up to this link right here. I click the link, and I don't want it on a sites page. I'm about to give you a web address, so I click web address. Now I Command V, and I can paste that in. And I want, when you click it, I want you to open it in a new window, so I'm going to click that as well at the bottom. And then I just click OK. And now what I have is a hyperlink. So when you click it, it will go to El Capitan. Not like the one below it. There's nothing there. I can't click it. There's no URL embedded to it. But that's what this link is, like a link in a chain. It's a link. And then you have to click Save on yours. Now the new version, it's Publish. But it is very different. But all of these toolbar, the things you can do with the toolbar are all the same. But my problem is I'm trying to do 2 things at once because I really need to move out of this old site onto a new site. So I'm learning with all of you, which is why I need the techie students to really play a lead role, which is awesome. So anyway, that's my site. Those are some of the sample sites. Just make sure that when you are adding pages, you've added pages here. She got a picture here, by the way, that is not copyrighted or it was not shared. So you need to be careful about the photos that you get. Any photo should have a credit under it saying where you got the photo from. But here are her classes. Notice she made a page for just honors classes because she wanted to use that as a a big bar. And then she's got the other classes she's taking underneath that. And she can collapse them. Anytime you put one page under the other, for your new site, it's super easy. All you do is click the page and lift it right underneath the page you want it to fold under. And it will give you a little arrow like this, which is really a drop-down menu, which is not dropping down right now, but I don't know why that is. Anyway, here's another one, Kylie McQueen. This is, okay, so something weird is happening. This actually has to be, here we go. So with hers, notice she took the big categories. She made a lot of pages, and then she made sub-pages. So I don't know if she has anything on her major pages. Let's see, she made one page called extracurricular, and yes, she did. She has just an introduction of here are the different things that I'm involved with. She's involved with cheer, water polo, swim, and she's got a picture in each one. Getting a picture is also super easy. You just have to open up a new tab for Google, find the image you want, click it, and see, like if I click on any image, I can move it. That's funny. Looks like she's jumping up. And now I wait until it opens up the site that I'm doing, and then I can drop it if it were my own site and I was in edit mode. So copying pictures onto something else is super easy. All you need to do is make sure you do give credit. These are just animations, so she didn't have to give credit. But then underneath that, she made another page called cheerleading. And that's all here. So these are just pictures of herself doing what she does. And then just, if you get images like this, you don't necessarily need a little text box, but you should insert a little text box that just says photo from, and then copy the website that you get the photos from. Not Google Images. That is not the website you get the photo from. So that's what you're doing. Today, the very first thing I expect you to do is on your home page, put in your paragraph. You only need to have one paragraph. This one has two. And same, just give you a few different homepage looks that you're working on today. Don't worry about everything else. We're going to sort of slowly work on this over the course of the next year. And every time you're in another class, you know, if you're proud of something, put it on your website. So this is her web page. It's a little more playful. She has a picture of El Capitan. This is right off of our website, but she should have a little box under there saying where she got it from. But again, just notice the grammar. These are all really clean, nice, easy to read. She's got big font. Others are centered. His is neither, but that's okay. It's, you know, I'm just trying to show you the really, really good ones so that you get a very good idea of what's expected. So just make sure you're giving a lot of detail. She's just generalizing about her whole year at LCAP, which is, you know, right now for you guys, it's kind of just in present tense. These guys were writing at the end, so some of them are in past tense because we did these at the end of the year last year. So anyway, that's what a homepage should look like. Obviously, the format is very different. That is why I am giving you a new video to watch, which was on there yesterday as well, I think, but we had a lot of, I did anyway, had Google issues in my classroom. So anyway, good luck and make a really beautiful website throughout the year. We're going to go to your website a lot. So make sure you go in order, you follow directions, you read carefully, and you know what you're doing. How do I turn my video off?